America and the Caribbean. 60 million people are suffering from hunger, the worst it's been in more than 20 years, according to a new United Nations report. In just the last year alone, there's been a 30% increase in malnutrition. Okay, well, that's what's happening around the world. But for more local news on a Wednesday, December the 1st, Western Mass News at 5 a.m. starts right now.
Getting answers for Western Massachusetts. This is Western Mass News.
The demand for COVID-19 boosters is on the rise. I'm Amanda Callahan with more on where you can get your shot as appointments fill up quickly.
And a chilly, dry start this morning, but not a bad December 1st. Well, the full forecast coming up.
And a woman accused in a deadly hit and run in Palmer is due in court today. Details on the pedestrian crash that's left one man dead. Plus, 2 men arrested in connection to a string of violent purse snatches in Western Mass. We're digging deeper into that investigation. We begin with news from overnight. One person taken to the hospital after a rollover crash in Holyoke. Good morning and thanks for tuning in here to Western Mass News. I'm Jordan McCool. And according to the Holyoke Fire Department, the crash happened just after midnight near Pine Street and Resnick Boulevard. The department's fire captain says when crews arrived, they found a pickup truck on its side. The driver was removed from the vehicle and taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Well, Western Mass News is your vaccine authority, and the demand for COVID-19 booster shots is rising due to growing concern over a new COVID-19 variant. Western Mass News reporter Amanda Callahan joins us now live in Springfield with those details this morning. Amanda.
Jordan, I took a look at some pharmacies here in the Western Mass area, and while there are appointments available to get your booster, availability is certainly limited. The CDC recently updating its guidance saying that all Americans 18 and older who are eligible for the booster shot should go out and get it. But availability is limited. As of now, more than 4.8 million Massachusetts residents are fully vaccinated and 1.1 million have already gotten their boosters. And that number will continue to climb as many are looking to protect themselves this winter.
I had gotten COVID a year ago in May, and so I need to be up to date because, I'm older and I don't want to get sick again.
For me, it's more about the time frame and the holiday season than anything else, but I'm certainly concerned about the new variant.
Appointments are booking up fast at local pharmacies, and walk-in clinics are seeing long lines of people. But Governor Charlie Baker says the state has no plans to reopen mass vaccination sites to keep up with the demand. And it does take 2 weeks for those antibodies from the booster to give you that added layer of protection. So if you're looking for that ahead of the holidays, now is the time to roll up your sleeves and go get your shot. Live in Springfield, Amanda Callahan, Western Mass News.
All right, good morning, everybody. Time right now is 5:02. You can see Amanda out there with her thicker jacket this morning. I guess that goes without saying now that we are into the month of December, but not quite as cold as it was yesterday at this time. I mean, at least we're in the upper 20s or mid to upper 20s as opposed to the teens, but we still could come down a couple more degrees. Either way, it's still a cold start, a little bit of frost out there as well. Readings are in the 20s in the valley where we've cleared out. Notice we still have mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures are in the 30s across the hill town. So we're averaging about 8 to as much as 18 degrees warmer right now compared to yesterday. And it's going to be a milder afternoon as well. 38 yesterday for high, mid-40s or low to mid-40s today. Visibilities are decent right now. We still have some clouds, but also some clear skies as well. And that's going to be the deal today. Kind of varying amounts of clouds mixed with sunshine. So it will end up to be brighter this afternoon compared to yesterday. We hung on to clouds pretty much all day long. So hour by hour, clouds and sunshine mix. Temperatures coming up into the mid-40s as we go into the afternoon. We're thinking highs up and down the valley. About 44 in Agawam, Springfield, 43 in Hadley, Greenfield about 43. A blend of sun and clouds. Getting a little breezy this afternoon, but this time the wind is out of the southwest, and that's going to help to bring in milder air. 40s today. How about 50s tomorrow? Full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. We'll see you right after the break. Jordan?
Okay, thank you, Dan. Well, today, a Holyoke man accused of assaulting a driver at the X intersection in Springfield over the summer is due back in court. Juan Rodriguez Menier is charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and armed assault to murder after the brutal beating that sent another man to the hospital with severe injuries. Back in August, Menier was deemed dangerous and was denied bail, but he has pleaded not guilty. This morning's review hearing is scheduled for at the Hamden District Court. A woman is scheduled to be arraigned today after being arrested in connection to a deadly pedestrian crash in Palmer on Tuesday. Palmer police say 33-year-old Nicole Mantes of Palmer faces multiple charges, including OUI and motor vehicle homicide. They say Mantes drove off from the scene on North Main Street, but was quickly located. She's being held on a $50,000 bail. The male victim's identity has not yet been released. Turning now to new developments as two men are behind bars, charged in connection to a recent string of purse thefts around the area. Western Mass News reporter Lindsay Kane has the details.
There was a rash of fairly violent purse snatchings in 4 communities.
Two Springfield men are now behind bars, charged in connection with a string of parking lot robberies targeting women. It's a story Western Mass News has followed closely for weeks.
People were feeling threatened. People were scared at a time of the year in particular where people want to get out and see their families and start to shop for the holidays.
Angel Gonzalez and Derek McAlzick appeared in Holyoke District Court on Tuesday, charged with unarmed robbery and assault and battery on an elderly person. Hamden District Attorney Anthony Gallooni tells Western Mass News the charges are in connection with a purse snatching at the Stop and Shop in East Longmeadow and another in the Holyoke Mall parking lot. Police are still investigating their possible connection to the Riverdale Shopping Plaza purse snatchings in West Springfield and others in Springfield. Clooney says additional charges could be filed soon.
This is about community safety. This is about protecting people. This is a situation where at least one elderly person was fairly seriously injured.
According to court documents obtained by Western Mass News regarding the Holyoke Mall incident, an 81-year-old woman was pushed to the ground by one man who said, "Sorry, but this is a robbery," and grabbed her purse. The woman broke her arm in several places and needed surgery. Police had told Western Mass News women were the known targets of the robberies and were approached when walking to their cars in various shopping plazas in the area.
When people are hurt in this way, innocent people, unrelated, strangers are being hurt, and law enforcement is going to react.
Lindsay Kane, Western Mass News.
Well, to Southwick now, where the efforts to recall Select Board member Russell Fox has conceded. In a statement sent to Western Mass News, the group called Citizens Reclaiming Southwick said they did not obtain the 1,700 signatures required and do not wish to verify or certify the 1,000 they did gather. This recall effort started after a proposed Carvana facility received town-wide backlash, and volunteer town officials claimed to have lost their positions after standing against the facility. Select Board member Fox has denied these allegations. Well, in Amherst today, the Eric Carle Museum is scheduled to host a COVID vaccine clinic for kids ages 5 to 11. The clinic is free and ID or health insurance cards are not required. Today's clinic is set to run from 5 to 7 tonight, and no appointments are necessary. Families who do come to roll up their sleeves today will also get a free family pass to visit the museum at a later date. A second clinic for the children's second dose is scheduled to take place on December 22nd. And tonight is Military and First Responders Night at Bright Nights. With a valid ID, all active military members, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency medical service personnel will be able to view the holiday lights for free. Tickets and reservations are not required for this. Also happening today in Springfield, Mayor Dominic Sarno will hold a special ceremony as the city reaffirms its support for HIV and AIDS prevention initiatives. During the ceremony, Sarno will sign the third Paris Agreement, once again making Springfield a fast-track city. The declaration is meant to show the city's dedication to ending HIV-related stigma and raise awareness in hopes of ending the epidemic. Well, new this morning, Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey has filed a new lawsuit accusing an Illinois-based company of selling fake hand sanitizer to school districts here in the Bay State. So in the lawsuit, prosecutors claim the company said their product could kill COVID-19 and provide a multi-hour barrier against the virus. It alleges the company violated the statement's False Claims Act, tricking school districts into buying more than $100,000 worth of the hand sanitizer. Okay, well, coming up here on Western Mass News, we're digging deeper into the possibility of a vaccine passport for Massachusetts, what the governor is saying about bringing the system to the Bay State. Plus, 2 Massachusetts workers sent to the hospital after a hazmat spill. We have the details next. And a Massachusetts judge overturning Boston's eviction moratorium, why she says the city can't go around the law after the break. And as we head off to the break, here is a quick look at the roads if you're getting ready to start your commute. A general traffic flow look for you right now across Western Mass. You can see some backup on the Pike, kind of towards Westfield, so just be mindful of that. 391 and 291 a little sluggish as well. Otherwise, 91 you're looking good though. So that was brought to you by Country Hyundai. We'll continue to watch it for you. Welcome back, everyone, here to Western Mass News on a Wednesday, December 1st, new month, and it's cold. It feels like December.
It does. It does. I mean, we're in the 20s now, so it's kind of a bundle up kind of morning. I guess the positive spin to maybe, Jordan, is that not quite as cold as it was yesterday morning.
That's good news.
That is good news.
Yes.
But certainly yesterday, to close out November, we had that kind of steel gray sky. It looked and felt every bit like November yesterday. But a couple things. One, I think it'll be a little milder this afternoon. It'll be a little brighter throughout the day today as well. So we're actually starting to, December with a pretty decent day on the way. Right now we are coming in at 27 degrees. So again, pretty seasonable in terms of a normal low for this time of year. Should be in the mid-20s, and that's about where we are now. You can see across the area some middle and upper 20s, even a 30-degree reading in Amherst, Palmer, and actually East Long Meadow at 31 as well. Berkshire County, where we're still overcast, it's actually a touch milder with temperatures in the 30s there. Where we've cleared out, we've seen some radiation cooling, so we're cooling off a little bit more efficiently in the valley. And there's just a tiny bit of a breeze out there as well, so it might make it feel just a degree or two cooler. There may be a little bit of frost on the windshield this morning, maybe just a quick scrape, warm up the car, and you are good to go. We are seeing, or will see, a blend of sun and clouds this morning. Variable cloudiness today. At times it's mostly cloudy, other times we're seeing a fair amount of sunshine. 28 chilly degrees as the kids head to school, but as they head home, it'll be in the mid-40s. If they normally have recess outside or lunch outside or activities after school, no reason that won't be the case, that they'll be able to pull that off today. So seasonable start to December, milder tomorrow with a few showers around, and then the chilly stuff returns for Friday and as we head into the weekend, but fairly seasonable conditions as we head into the weekend as well. So satellite radar composite showing clouds, but also some clear skies mixed in. Might have a flurry this morning. That is about it. Here's our next weather system that we'll be tracking and following. This is an area of low pressure that's going to move up into eastern Canada. But as it does so, that puts us on the warm side of this system. So in fact, temperatures will be coming up over the next couple of days. So today is cool and quiet with temps in the 40s. Notice the warm front off to the west. That moves through tonight, late tonight into tomorrow morning. We could have some rain, maybe some mixed snow showers as well for a little while around this time tomorrow morning. It's not going to last long. Temperatures will be marginal, maybe along Route 2 and points north. That's where we could see maybe some scattered coatings. But temperatures will come up through the morning. And as we get into the afternoon, we're going to be approaching 50. as we have milder conditions, maybe a couple of spot showers during the day, but it's really late in the day and as we go into the evening that the front will move through with a better chance of some showers, maybe a brief downpour, and then it gets windy on the backside of it and we turn colder as we go into Friday. A blend of sun and clouds, blustery, that kind of that chilly feel Friday, winds gusting about 30, maybe up to 40 miles per hour on the backside of this system. The winds will relax a bit as we head into the weekend, but we stay chilly. Here's our futurecast. This is as we go through the morning. This is at 10 o'clock, mostly cloudy, a little bit of sun, temps approaching 40, and we'll hang out in the 40s for most of the afternoon. You can see for the most part here, we're dry. We'll see a little bit of sunshine, and then as we go into tonight, let me get out of the way here so you can see the timestamp. Haven't changed that. 3 o'clock tonight, late tonight. Notice how we're seeing some rain and snow showers. Temperatures borderline right around 32, so that may lead to a few slippery spots, particularly along Route 2 out across Berkshire County for a little while tomorrow morning. In the valley, I think we're above freezing. This moisture, not a lot to it, but just enough to make a few slippery spots. It ends fairly early. Then we're going to see a mixture of sun and clouds, probably more clouds than sun. But either way, enough sun, temps come up into the lower 50s, and then late afternoon and the evening, we'll have another round of showers and downpours. So very late tonight, early tomorrow morning, maybe just a couple of flakes in the valley, maybe some scattered coldings out along Route 2 in points north. So 44 today, 52 tomorrow, 40 on Friday. Then as we head into the weekend, it's generally dry but chilly, 35 to about 40 degrees. We'll talk more about that Monday storm. Notice how mild it is now, some changes with that, and the details on it, best we can anyway, in a few minutes. Jordan, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Dan. Well, Governor Baker is making his stance on vaccination mandates clear as variant concerns continue to rise across the country.